Any changes in the economy and foreign and domestic policies can be turned such a way that this will work in your favor for you. The Danube only started their functions with a full-scale invasion. Most of the transshipment terminals built there now are from sticks and the seller's enthusiasm. It is better to deal with small processors. There is no need to engage in long-term deals or store produce for extended periods. The turnover of money in a company can often be more profitable than the prolonged storage and waiting for a higher price.
Hello everyone. Today our speaker is Alyona Tsaryova, Senior Sales Manager at Oilproduction LLC, and together we will discuss current situation in the sunflower industry in Ukraine and the rest of the world. Hello Alyona.
Hi Marina, it's my pleasure to meet you.
In your blog, you have regularly providing detailed insights into the market dynamics of sunflower seeds, oil and meal. What sources do you rely on for gathering market information and analysis?
So, to tell the truth, there is not a secret here. I wake up very early and the whole world information is in front of me. In order to understand the situation in the world, it's Bloomberg and Reuters. Then I look at the stock exchange, Chicago, Delhi and Kuala Lumpur. And in order to understand what is happening in Ukraine, there are Latifundist, APK Inform, and Ukrainian Shipping Magazine. But this is not the main thing. The main thing is people. A friend in court is better than a penny in a purse. I mean, that thanks to the contacts that have been formed over 6 years around the world, these are counterparts from different countries, continents, whatever, I can call or write everyone and exchange the information. For example, let's take Turkey. I need the information about Turkey. I need an understanding of what is happening in their market. I call my contractor, my friends, and they tell me the picture from the inside. And I'm in turn tell them what I see here in Ukraine. Or for example, the price for sunflower seeds, I call farmers, I call to traders, then to port buyers, then I could call to my colleagues from another plants. And so I have understanding about sunflower seeds market. Everything is very simple.
Also, your blogs often touch upon regulatory changes and trade policies affecting the veg oil sector in Ukraine, such as tariff quotas and transportation restrictions. How do you evaluate their impact on the market?
All changes occurring in the market and undeniably influence the market. As for verification and licensing for exporters, everyone struggled a bit. There was about, I think, 3 weeks of adaptation and everything is now up and running smoothly. Let's take this Poland case, for example. It's obvious that sellers were carefully look at the direction and looking for new solutions in the market. But we are such a capable and hardworking people. We are Ukrainians, I mean, that for us it's more like a motivation to become better and develop further. Any changes in the economy and foreign and domestic policies can be turned such a way that this will work in your favor for you. You may ask me how. Let's imagine a company and this company works only in the Polish market, for example. And then comes the day when the Poles block everything. That's preciously when the opportunity arises to broaden horizons and look at the trade from a different angle, such as selling to Asian countries, for instance. And if the business owner has brains, he will only benefit from this. And if they can't, well, so that's life. Opportunities and money only favor for the strong and the brave.
Could you please elaborate on the challenges faced by the Ukrainian farmers and processors in the current market conditions? How do you see these challenges evolving in the near future?
The main problems for farmers, in my humble opinion, is to continue sowing and growing amidst war conditions. The second issue is a lack of support from the government and constant reforms supposedly made for the benefit of the farmer. Take for the example the news from January 1st, 2024, where a new phases of implementing the land market law begins. The market is open to legal entities. Additionally, citizens will have the right to acquire up to 10,000 hectares of the land. We are not fools, guys. We all understand what this may lead to. Affiliated foreign countries will buy our land through Ukrainian companies, and surprisingly, the Anti-Monopoly Committee will turn a blind eye. Perhaps I'm being pessimistic and I'm wrong. Let it be so. So, as a processor, there are another interesting story. Factories or plants today are not making the same profits as before. Russia is flooding the global market with its oil, and how they do it bypassing sanctions is well known. Russian process raw materials in our occupied plants. And that's not secret either. Logistic chains have changed. The pressure on margins remains because in almost 33 years of independence and the desire to be integrated into the European country and to be a part of the Europe, we still haven't bothered to build a railway to easily export to Europe. To tell about the Danube. The Danube only started their functions with the full-scale invasion. Most of the transshipment terminals built there now are from sticks and the seller's enthusiasm. How do I see the development of these problems in the nearest future? I'm not an analyst, I'm not an expert, and I won't make forecasts for a country in a state of war. You know who our neighbors are. It's impossible. I'm not used to making things up.
In your opinion, what are the key factors driving the demand for sunflower seeds and oil and meal in the world market? How do you see these demand drivers evolving in the coming months or years?
You know, everything is unpredictable. Firstly, the sunflower oil used for biodiesel production. Policies regarding renewable energy sources and changes in legislation can influence the demand for sunflower oil as a raw material for biofuel production. In this regard, I would advise Ukrainian plants to focus on obtaining ISCC certification. Of course, you can work without certification, but I believe that soon all European plants will require these documents. And secondly, demand for sunflower oil can also be affected by other oilseed crops, such as soybean, rapeseed, and the palm oil. You're asking me for a forecast again, but I'm just an observer. There are numerous facts that can change the market situation in a single day, and neither you nor I can influence it. Climate change, political changes, all these factors can either boost or devalue sunflower products in the market. That's, I think, so. My opinion at present, considering all factors, is that the demand for sunflower oil and products contain it will remain stable. Now, why? I will tell you. There are technologies for biofuel production, food consumptions of sunflower oil, and feed technologies. Yes, everything can be changed, but why they should change it? If they have the opportunity to purchase a high quality products that meet the needs.
You have discussed the importance of adaptation in the face of market uncertainties. Can you share some strategies or best practices that you recommend for businesses navigating this volatile agricultural market?
Okay. To run an agriculture business in Ukraine today must truly be a bold individual. I have no so much experience in managing that would work 100% effectively. However, I will try. First and foremost, is essential to constantly stay informed. Rothschild was right when he said, "Who owns the information? He owns the world." Secondly is, first of all, I told you, secondly is, it is better to deal with small processors. There is no need to engage in long-term deals or store produce for extended periods. These are significant risks in the current realities of Ukraine. I understand that significant profits often come with the risk, but nobody is immune. And thirdly, explore and develop alternative markets, such as local markets, direct sales to the consumers, and the export. This can help reduce dependence on a single market and expand sales opportunities. And lastly, I would like to say, always monitor your finances. By this, I mean that the turnover of money in a company can often be more profitable than the prolonged storage and waiting for a higher price. That's a clue, I think.
Thank you very much for such useful advices and interesting talk in general. I have no more questions, but I hope to see you in our next interviews.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm really appreciate for this meeting, and everything will be Ukraine and everything will be agri. See you guys.